2025 was like the first year I did a lot of things I had never done, and that happened because of some decisions I made at the beginning of the year. Transactions I used to tell myself that I desire to do this kind of transaction, they started coming to our doorstep, they started coming to our table. I truly saw the hand of God this year, and because of the things that have happened this year, I'm not scared of what will happen in 2026. If 2025 was painful for you, I want you to know that if you are still here, it means God is not done with you. There's more to build and more to learn, more to receive and more to become. There was a strategy that we used in 2025 that worked, so we're going back to that strategy. Hello everyone, welcome back to Build with Temi. Today's video is very exciting for me, but it's also bittersweet. While I am very excited that this is going to be the last video for the year, the next time you're going to see my face is going to be in 2026, and most likely that will probably be in February or March because I'm taking a really long break. I'm really excited about that because I believe that, like I said in last week's video, that it's important for us to rest, and I need to take my rest because I can't pour from an empty cup. I'm getting to the point where I need to relax. I need to understand what's the next step. Today's video is not a video where I'm going to come and talk to you about something or teach you anything or how to build a purposeful life. Today is just me sharing how 2025 went for me, and I hope that as I share this story, you're going to learn from my journey, see yourself in my journey, and it's going to motivate you to make better choices as we start the new year 2026. 2025 was like the first year I did a lot of things I had never done, and that happened because of some decisions I made at the beginning of the year. As we continue to go in the video, you're going to understand exactly what I am talking about. But I just pray that as I am sharing myself and sharing parts of my story with you guys, you're going to truly see yourself in that story, and it's going to motivate you to start your year in a better way than you might have planned. So let's start from the beginning. 1st of January started just like every other year, usually having such a long list of resolutions that, oh, this is what I want, having long list of prayer points. I am sure if you saw my prayer point on the 1st of January, you wonder that, are you the only one? If God has to answer all these prayers for you, what about the rest of us? And just as I was, ruminating on it and saying, God, how are these things going to happen? Because I had a lot of things on that list. And then, I think during that period, I was listening to a lot of speakers, and then someone said, why don't you learn to know God more? Drop everything. Just have that one prayer point. I said, I don't understand. Like, what do you mean know God more? As in, what's going on? And it stayed with me for a long time. Like, okay, get to really know God. And I started, let's know God more. And then I said, God, all I want for this year is for you to reveal yourself to me. And boy, so many amazing things happened. You can't sit me down now and ask me that, oh, so do you know God completely? I don't think anybody can ever know God completely. But I believe that I know God a lot more than I did as at 31st of December 2024. More than anything, I know that I am not here by mistake. I don't have anxiety. I'm not scared that, oh, will I make it in life? I don't lack clarity. I know that I am here for an assignment. While my assignment might not be fully clear to me, I have semblance of what that assignment is. And I know that there are really parts of it that will continue to unfold as I continuously live my life. Why have I shared this with you? It is that instead of having that very long list of prayer points that, God, I want a car, I want a house, I want this, I want that, why don't you just ask God to reveal himself to you? Really, like, it's as simple as just saying that, God, if you really created me, the God that created me, I want to know you. And once you get that clarity, every other thing will continue to be clear. The more you know God, the more you know yourself. And the more you know yourself, the more you're able to walk in purpose. So it's kind of connected. Instead of entering 2026 with a long list, enter with only one prayer point. God, reveal yourself to me. So late last year, I saw a TikTok video of a lady who wrote a letter to herself on the 1st of January 2024, and she was reading it at the end of the year, and I was like, oh, this is so exciting. So at the beginning of the year, I wrote the letter to myself to be read on the 31st of December 2025. And this letter is deeply personal to me. I can't actually share, but there's a part I think I need to share with everyone, because even when I was reading it back, I was like, oh, really? We achieved this much, even though I didn't even understand what was going to happen. So let me read it. I wrote the letter in different parts. There was part on family, there was part on career, and so many other parts. So this part is on creativity. And what I said was, creative babe. That's how I talk to myself. I remember you caught someone stealing your content end of 2024. I hope such things don't bother you anymore. You're a very creative person. It is normal. I hope you now have your pink iPad and pencil and your garden and you're able to truly create. I don't have my pink iPad, I don't have my pencil, I don't have my garden. Did you eventually figure out what you intend to do with your YouTube channel or what you're going to do with it now? Anyway, I'm sure you figured it out and it's really going well. Or did you start a podcast? If yes, how is that going? You have always been so creative. I'm sure your clients benefited from this your amazing creativity that God has blessed you with. Well done, girl. I'm proud of you. Did you finish your book or you think you want to write another book? Even if you didn't, you should know there are many books waiting to be launched in you and it will happen. Well done, baby. I love you. That was something I wrote to myself. So I shared that part so you can see that as at the 1st of January 2025, I had no idea what I was going to do with my YouTube channel. But today we have Build with Temi and it's going. The idea for Build with Temi came either on the 4th or on the 5th of January. It just came to me, honestly. I can't say that I saw the inspiration from somewhere or anything. And if you remember and you've been following us from the beginning, we started by talking about how you can build a purposeful business, and now we are talking about how we can build purposeful lives. Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen in future, but this is where we are now. And immediately the idea came, we started shooting from February, and between February and now in December, we haven't missed a single week. That couldn't have been something I could have done on my own. That is something that had divine backing. That's something that God has helped me do. I'm sharing this with you to let you know a lot can happen in a year, a lot can happen in a day, a lot can happen in a week. So don't box yourself into saying that this is exactly what I want. And that is why you need to let go of whatever prayer points you have and hold on to God. Reveal yourself to me, because in that revelation you're going to see things that you never even thought about. We have over 500 subscribers. We have a video that is doing about 5k views right now. These are things I never anticipated. Before I started doing it again, all our videos were having like 60 views, 20 views, 30 views. We had maybe less than 100 subscribers. You know, that was where we were. That is why you need to trust your 2026 with God. Another thing I'm very grateful for this year is the family God blessed me with. I have the most amazing, the most supportive husband. I do not say it enough, but honestly, if every woman was married to a man like that, I believe that all women will thrive. And also I have like the most amazing and beautiful daughter. And if you're someone that you do not have a family of your own yet, I pray that if that is something you want, that God blesses you with it in the year 2026. Now, let's talk about content creation in 2025. It was really interesting because I started 2025 creating Build with Temi, creating Starr Attorneys content, creating content for my personal Instagram page, and that was a whole lot. As time went on, Starr Attorneys began to expand and we're able to hire new lawyers, and I started to teach them how to create content as well. And one of the things I really thank God for this year are the people that God brought into my life. I'm talking about teammates, friends, clients, every single person that God brought into my life this year. It was just an amazing year. Of course, this year I got some friends, I lost some friends. You know, this year I made some friends and still lost them in this year as well. But I mean, no bad blood with anybody. If you don't align, you don't align. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, let's talk about my baby, Starr Attorneys. Honestly, if on the 1st of January, someone told me, write out a plan for what you want to happen in Starr Attorneys in 2025, I couldn't have written it this good. Leaving that plan to God and asking him to write it for me was like the best decision I ever made. Like I said, and I've been saying since the beginning of this video, if there's anything you're really trusting God for, just put it in God's hand. That God, this one is on your hands. However you want to do it, just do it. Because truly, when you let God move, God shows up and shows out. As at this time last year, I was using Work and Connect Space. If you're familiar with Abuja, you'll know what I'm saying. These are workspaces where you just use the desk and table. So I was a monthly subscriber there. I would just subscribe for the month, desk and table. That was all. We entered the new year, and instead of me resuming at the desk and chair, an opportunity came for us to take a small space, a small office space upstairs. It was just a very, cozy space, like a room. And there are other spaces, so we're sharing toilets and other facilities. We were there, we're fine, we're doing transactions, we're going to court, we're doing a lot of stuff, even in that small room. As God will have it, we had to move into another space. I will tell you that was the only space I checked. I didn't go from one agent to the other. I didn't go from one place to the other. I didn't pay inspection fee for this agent. I just had the inkling in my heart that there might be a space that is free here. The funniest part of it is the space I got is also in the same building where Work and Connect was. So sometimes if you come to my office now and you go to Work and Connect, they will just bring you to where my office space is now. And everything just went smoothly. Everything was fantastic. My landlord is such a pleasant person and all of that. I say all of this to say that I couldn't have planned this. And when it was time to pay for the space too, the provision for the payments also came miraculously. So at the end of the day, when I look at all of these things, I'm like, okay, the best way to actually live your life is to just say, God, take full control. Whatever you want to do, just do. In the midst of this, we had to recruit, we had to expand our team. We lost some staff, we got some new staff. In the midst of all of this, God consistently showed up for us. Transactions we used to dream about, transactions I used to tell myself that I desire to do this kind of transactions, I desire to do this kind of things. They started coming to our doorstep, they started coming to our table. Like, people started trusting us with bigger and better things. And it was just amazing. I am only sharing all of this to say that, not to brag. I mean, there's nothing to brag about, because by myself I cannot do anything. It is with God's help that I am here. But I am just telling you that it's time for you to just, let's go and let's go truly. Like, let's go and let God. Just leave it, drop it with God, and trust God fully with your life, with your business, with your family, whatever it is that is troubling you. Just trust God fully, because I truly saw the hand of God this year, and I am so grateful for the privilege to have done all of this. And because of the things that have happened this year, I am not scared of what will happen in 2026. I'm not scared of whatever is going to happen or anything, because I know that there is a God, and I trust that God, and that God will not mismanage my life. Aside the things that God blessed us with, we're able to bless business owners as well. We did tax webinars. We kept shooting videos every week, educating business owners. Did it get overwhelming during the year? Many times. There were so many times I was tired, because it's not easy juggling being a founder, being a lawyer, being a team lead, being a content creator, a wife, a mother, everything together. But really, God really helped me. God sent me help when I needed help. If someone asks me what's the strategy for 2025, the only strategy I have is God. I don't have a 10-page PowerPoint of how you can build a successful business. I don't have a 15-page. There are some things that, of course, I can share with you that are practical tips, but the only major practical tip, the cheat code that I can give you today, is that just trust God with it. One major thing I learned this year is that we human beings are multifaceted. A human being, one person can be doing 10 different things in different industry, and they will still do it well. Before, I used to be in that bubble that, as a lawyer, I have to do only things that are in line with law. But one of the things I learned this year is I can have interest in other things and still do them successful as well. I remember when I wanted to start Build with Temi, one of my fears was that, if I start Build with Temi now, won't people think I'm deviating from law? Won't it be like, I'm no more taking law seriously? But I started Build with Temi, and it even made me a better lawyer. I started Build with Temi talking about businesses, which was still kind of related to law, because I'm a business lawyer. But now I'm not talking about businesses, and I am still a fantastic lawyer. I've seen someone who is a speaker, who is also singing, who is also dancing, who is also doing so many things, and I'm like, okay, if someone who is a speaker can sing, then it means that I am a lawyer. I can definitely speak about life, about purpose, about every other thing aside from the law. Don't box yourself in a corner because you're trying to make sense to people. Those people will eventually figure out that that is who you are. Now, I would like to share with you what I expect for 2026. More subscribers, more clients, more money in my bank account. All of these things are nice. If they come, I'll be fine with it. But those are not the focus for 2026. There was a strategy that we used in 2025 that worked. So we're going back to that strategy. What are the things I hope to achieve in 2026? Number one, to know God more. Number two is to fulfill purpose. And finally, I'm going to serve every single person that God has placed in my life faithfully. I'm talking about my teammates, my clients, my family, my audience, every single person. And those are the things I want for 2026. You see, the subscribers, the money, the new clients, and all of those things, they are a bonus. And I'll be happy if they come. I mean, who would complain? But the major things that I am focused on are the 3 things I just shared with you. Also, I can't tell you how Build with Temi will look next year. Next year's video, we might not even be here. We might not be shooting it with this background. We might be in a totally different place. I don't know. I don't have a 5-year plan. I don't know what's going to happen next year. But I know who has called me to do this work I am doing. I know God, and God is not going to misdirect me. Because even if I go and read all the content creation books, I cannot download as much wisdom as I need to download for this platform in 2026. So now for you, as you're going into the new year, eat well, sleep well, rest well, enjoy yourself, party if that is something you're into. Whatever it is that rocks your boat, ensure you're entering into 2026 a very happy person. Aside all of this, ensure you take out time. You sit alone with yourself and God. The first thing you should do is reflect on 2025. Learn the lessons. Understand what worked, what did not work, and pick the lessons from there. Also, write a letter to yourself that you'll read at the end of the year. This letter should contain the things that you hope to achieve within the year. Of course, as much as you're not having a long prayer point, there are things that you genuinely hope to achieve. There are things I genuinely hope to achieve by the end of next year. So I'll be writing another letter to myself, and I think you should too. 3, sit and ask God, what are you saying about my life in 2026? This is so important. Don't enter 2026 blind. Don't enter 2026 on vibes. It's important for you to know exactly what you're supposed to achieve in 2026. 4, ask God, what burden am I carrying that is not my own? What should I drop? What are the things I should leave? Some of this burden might be bad relationship, toxic relationship. They might be worries. They might be things that you have no business doing. I would also like to say, if 2025 was painful for you, I know it was painful for a lot of people. I want you to know that if you are still here, it means God is not done with you. There is so much in your life that still needs to be done, that God wants to do with and through you. There is more to build and more to learn, more to receive and more to become. And by God's grace, you and I, we will keep building in 2026. And with that, we've come to the end of the final episode of this season of Build with Temi. Thank you guys so much. Honestly, I love you from the bottom of my heart. You guys rode with me from February. I know people that have been watching these videos from February till now in December. Honestly, I do not take your love for granted. I do not take your support. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the comments, the shares, the emails. Thank you for everything. The words of encouragement. The people I see on the road and they're like, oh, thank you. That thing you're doing on Build with Temi, keep going. You know, there were times I wanted to give up. That it was those words of encouragement that kept me going. So I am saying a big thank you to each and every one of you. Honestly, like I said in the video, I don't know what's going to happen next year, but all I can tell you is what's going to happen next year is going to be bigger, it's going to be better and more impactful. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and please send an email to me at buildwithtemi@gmail.com. Especially during this period I'm taking a break, I would love to read from you and I will definitely respond to you. I want you to also tell me in the comment section one thing you're hopeful for that you want to happen in your life in 2026, and we'll work on it together. Till I see you again in 2026, I wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year in advance. Bye. I love you.